So I'm back hitting the nature trails, but this time I brought with me the Powerslide Next Edge SUV skates. They're 150mm wheels. So let's see how they do. The last time I was wearing a mask on this nature trail, I wasn't able to breathe as well once I started sweating a lot. So I brought 2 masks. I'm gonna switch it out. That way I can breathe thoroughly. This way I can continue to wear the mask the entire time. Nature trails, a good way to get out of the city. I wanted to test these skates considering they only have 2 wheels per skate versus 3 wheels. Some things I'm noticing right off are stability issues, my foot pattern, my confidence level. These are the things that I am most concerned about while skating in these skates. Knowing that there is a middle wheel missing gives pros and cons. The pro to a missing middle wheel would be a lighter skate. The con to a missing middle wheel would be a pivot point. So considering that the skate trail that I am skating currently has a lot of turns in it, I would want a pivot point. Well, what about friction? Friction on a hard surface such as this would be increased with only 2 wheels per skate. If I had 3 wheels per skate, the friction might not be as bad because the tires are pumped up with more pressure per tire, which gives the skate a little more lift. But if you have 2 wheels per skate, all the weight is bearing down on 2 tires. So I am getting pretty good speed. As far as the rocks on this trail, this is where I would want the pivot point. I would want to be able to change direction quickly over rocks or roots. So it just really depends on the skating atmosphere. If there's a lot of rocks, I would say 3 wheels are better for this type of skate. I actually found that using these skates through the grass is actually a lot better for me. A place where you're going to go straight most of the time. So places like this area right here, I think this is the perfect environment for 2 wheels. You can still drag stop, you can still turn in these skates, but I feel much more comfortable with 3 wheels. Okay, so 150mm wheels. They're dramatically bigger. So there's going to be a little more flex in the skate when it comes to skating trails like this. So this is the stability issues that I'm talking about. If you're on a trail where there's a lot of turns, you're going to want a shorter wheel, which would make up for turning quicker and not something so tall. So the objective stays the same: to complete the trail, no matter the off-road skate that I am wearing. 2 wheels or 3. So far in this trail, and right now I'm about halfway, I've been able to roll consistently. I've been skating pretty well. There have been some glitches. Glitches meaning like going over rocks can be a little bit glitchy. Over branches, you're not sure if you're going to quite make it over, and sometimes even in softer dirt you can tend to sink in with the front wheel. So you have to be real quick on your feet. See, if you had 3 tires, you would kind of go over these branches, roots, rocks a little bit easier because you have that second wheel to coast over them. Not just a front and a back. Now, something that I think that would be very interesting in a skate like this would be 150 millimeter wheels on the outside and a smaller wheel in the middle. That way I can still have a bigger tire so I can have a faster speed and get over surfaces that are greater than a root, a rock, and coast over it just as well as a 3-wheel skate because I have that middle tire, which would probably be 125 or whatever size it may be. Just something to think about. Now, if there is anybody from Powerslide that is watching this video, that is my suggestion to you.
One thing I'm afraid of with this skate is that it only has 2 points of contact per foot. So the other skate that I was wearing had 3 points of contact, which means 3 tires. I'm afraid I might sink in and fall forward like I did last time. And that was with 3 tires. This is with 2. So I still like it so far. I'm just extra careful. They're bigger tires. It's a lot hotter today. Last time it was cloudy, today's sunny, so enjoy the weather. My mask is not waterlogged yet. Still feel pretty good, even though I'm sweating a lot. I'm halfway through the trail. These skates feel a little more sketchy. I feel a little bit more comfortable with 3 tires because I have more contact with the ground, which means a little more grip. And my tires won't sink in. But yeah, this is fun.
Currently, I have 3 off-road skates. I have the Powerslide Imperial SUV skates, which has 125 millimeter tires, 3 of them. Then I have the Cause Tundra SUV skates, also made by Powerslide. They have 3 tires, but they're 150. And then I have these, which also are 150, but there's only 2 tires. So the difference between the Cause Tundras and these are you have that 3rd wheel. Now it is a lot heavier to have that 3rd wheel with the 150 millimeter wheels, and it is a lot longer of a frame. So this is why I got this skate. I wanted something in between. I wanted a 150 millimeter wheel and at the same time be able to maneuver my foot enough to where I can make sharp turns. But it's kind of hard to make sharp turns with this skate because there's no middle wheel, even though it's a shorter frame. So I still think it is better to have that middle wheel so I can make turns easier. I really want your opinion on this one. Do I really need that middle wheel in order to pivot and make sharper turns? The bigger wheels on the outside versus the smaller wheel in the middle, am I really going to go that much faster? So what do you think about it?
Good, how are y'all?
Alright. Nice skates, man.
Oh yeah, they're off-road.
Yeah, they are.
Even right here, when I was dropping off on the stairs, I could notice a big difference in not having that second wheel. I kind of had that mindset that I was going to scrape the frame in between wheels. Running up the stairs didn't feel much different. That kind of felt the same. Towards the end, I was getting kind of exhausted and tired, and there was a lot more rocks towards the end of the trail, so this did kind of prove to be challenging to me, and I just kind of muscled my way through it towards the end of the trail here. But once I got some speed going, I managed to finish. Overall, it was quite a beautiful day today. Nice and sunny, pretty hot.
Yep. I think it's time to switch out the mask.
That was another thing that was causing me to lose a lot of concentration, was the mask. And that's because towards the end, as I started to sweat more and more, it got waterlogged. So yeah, I went ahead and switched it out. But after that, I started to skate a lot better. I was able to focus. Can't have too many distractions while trying to skate like this.
The skates with 3 tires work a whole lot better on surfaces like this. If it was just through the grass, these would be excellent. Here, I'll show you right here. See how much smoother that is through the grass than the rocks? But yeah, there you go. I like the skates a little bit better than I was using the other day. And these are just as good, but not good for rocks.